Come into the Jaye Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the Jaye Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.
Don't see me. It's some boa junkie over here going on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I am sorry. It's me. Good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! Now listen, y'all hear me, but y'all don't quite see me. Some of y'all may see me, the other ones y'all don't. And if you see me, you see that I'm struggling, because the struggle is real. And I hope that, oh geez Louise. Okay, hold on. I got to see. Hold on. Let me. Okay. Can you give me a music break? I'm gonna be right back, you guys. I got to take a quick music break because there's some ish going on right here.
I've been searching for your love, but it's escaping me. I cannot believe it won't be, and I can't seem to bear, and you don't even care. So I gotta move on, 'cause I can't stay where I don't belong. Don't belong, 'cause I know that you're not ready for more. I know that you're not ready for me. I know that you're not ready to be everything that I need. And I know that you're not ready for more. I know that you're not ready for me. I know that you're not ready to be everything that I need.
Be real. Good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. Hey, you all. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go over to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe there. Help us get this party started right over there. We got so much content on YouTube that is not on Facebook. And guess what? It's going to stay on YouTube. So y'all go over there and check it out. Do me a favor, go to our Facebook, like and follow us there, the Jaye Spot, Instagram, and TikTok, the Jaye Spot. Jay is spelled Jaye on all platforms. Guys, we have an amazing show lined up for you tonight. Look, I'm going to jump right in. You know, you all listen. I do my best to be deep. But sometimes some of these posts make it hard for me to be deep. Now, look, what do you all fellas? Listen, I really want to hear from you all on this, because I'm going to say it now. I believe that this is some foolishness. I don't agree with what this lady has said. But ladies, let me know, do you agree what this sister has said? She says, the new year resets your body count. Oh, yes, she did, you all. Oh, she said the new year resets the miles on that thing. So she said that if you got up to 100,000 miles in 2025, and oh my, if you were able to cross over and you made it to 2026, the miles, listen, your body count resets to 0. What do you all think about that? Is she out of her, say some cuss words for me? Or Do you all believe that? Do you all, ladies, do you all believe that, fellas? Are you in agreement with that? You know what? Again, it makes sense. It's a new year. So why would the count on that thing not reset? If we're saying we're doing all things new and we're going into a new year, why would we not say that the reset counts on that thing? And does the reset, so I guess, fellas, that would happen for you all as well. It would be back to zero. So what is your body count as of today, January 22nd, 2026? Have you, taken advantage of that said reset? Or are you like me? When I heard that, I was just like, now, Lord, who gonna tell her? I'm not sure who's gonna be the one to tell this lady that, only in Never Never Land, right next to Peter Pan, would that statement ever be true. But I want to know, is anybody brave enough to say, you know what, if you really believe in this philosophy, is anyone brave enough to say drop in the comments that you believe in that? And when I saw the story, I just said to myself, well, how many bodies did accumulate in the new year that you have to worry about being your count being reset? I said, listen, if you're worrying about your count being reset, you may want to sit this thing out for just a hot minute until you decide what it is that you want to do in life. Not only do you need a reset, you just need to just sit on the sideline and let that thing marinate. You got to let it marinate for a minute until you decide, what do you want to do? I mean, look, I know it's yours and you grown and you can do whatever it is that you want to do with it, but take care of it. Be good to it and it'll be good to you. You can't just be giving it away to everybody or sell it. Well, if you're going to sell it, at least you is getting a little something. And I'm not listen, I said it. If you're selling it, at least you're getting a little something for it. But look, ladies, we come on. We going and this year going forward, we are going to stop this foolishness. We're going to just let this nonsense go. And we are not going to be entertaining foolishness. As the first story that I just said, she's saying, at the new year, your body count has been reset. So if your body count has been reset to zero when we crossed over to January 1st, what would your body count be 22 days into the new year? Have you taken advantage of that fictitious reset? Or are you out there continuing where you left off at in 2025? See, again, we living in a day and time. Now, fellas, I know y'all may get a little warm what I'm about to say, but women are darned if they do and darned if they don't. What you mean? Simply this. If a woman decides that she, just want to sit out, sit it out. She don't want to be, involved physically because, for whatever reason, if she's celibate or if she's just taking advantage of this hypothetical reset, she can't comfortably do that and date without some dude applying pressure, and not good pressure, but stressful pressure, because she decides she want to put her thing up, but she still wants to be out there dating because, so now since you meet me, since we got together, so now she want to be celibate. Sir, please stop making it everything about you. If she decides she wants to put it up, it's hers to put up. Now, here would be the pushback that guys would give. Well, I don't mind if she want to be celibate, then she need to pay for her own dates. Fellas, can I just on behalf of the women that pay for their own stuff anyway, because we don't care, listen, it's not a threat for a chick that can go out and buy her own whatever. It's not a threat. That's not a threat to us. We don't take that as a threat. Oh, well, then she'll pay for her own date. Well, then I'll keep my money. Yeah, sir, keep your money. Keep it. Keep it. Keep your money. Keep your conversation. Keep your time. Keep everything. Because what you're not going to do in this new year is get on my last god doggone nerve with this. Oh, well, is she gonna be safe? I'm gonna take. She, because I ain't gonna be out here spending my money and ain't getting nothing in return. So that be the statement that a lot of men say. I'm not gonna spend my money and not get anything in return, right? But when a woman put a price tag on that thing, now she got to be, she got to be a streetwalker. But you all can put a price tag on her thing and you don't consider the streetwalker. Can somebody help me understand why is that? Why can you all put a price tag on her thing, but when she put a price tag on it, she wrong. She got to be everything but a child of God when she say that she is celibate. When I tell you, she every 2-bit, anything that you all can think of derogatory, that's what she is. However, here's the deal. And this is both for the ladies and for the fellas. Ladies, there's no reset. Once you done got on out there and baby. Once you have busted wide open, that's it. That's it. Just like once you break the seal off that pop and that's it. There's no turning back. There is no reset. But what you can do is take a time out and let that thing rejuvenate. Go get you a V-steam and go do some things to take care of me and thee. But there is no reset. Okay. There is no reset. And truthfully, let's start living lives that won't require us to even be thinking about needing a reset. What are you doing? What kind of life are you living that even comes? I'm just like, wait a minute. What are some of you all out here doing that requires you to even think about needing a reset? What, like, I don't get it. But whatever you're doing that will require you to need a reset, stop. 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 Love yourself. Like, stop giving yourself away to every dude that smile your way, every dude that buy you a little something, every dude that claim he gonna do this stop giving yourself away so quickly and start just seeing what people are all about. Because here's the thing. If he's gonna cheat, he gonna cheat whether you busting it wide open or whether you're being celibate. That's just gonna be that. Busting it wide open ain't gonna make him stay. Listen, people that's busting it wide open, doing all kinds of backflips, swallowing kids out, they still get cheated on every single day. So I say that to say, if you're serious and you feel that you need a reset, put yourself on timeout. Get yourself together. To me, I feel like she said that for a reason, whether she believed that or not. But if you're living that type of life, that puts you in position where you're saying, man, I did a little bit too much. I need to slow down. Yes, slow down. There is no reset, but you can chill out and let time, balance that thing out for you. But the last thing you want to do is keep living in a reckless manner that, has put you in position where you're saying, you know what, dag, I do need a reset. I need to start over. If I had another one, no, the Lord is not going to give you another one because you want to already messed up the one that you have. He is not going to give you another hoo-ha so that you can go out here because you done found a way to make more money with it. And now you want another one. No, you messed up the one that you have, and that is your problem. So now, no, you do not get another one because you have not learned your lesson. So you go and you sit and you deal with the outcome of the hoo-ha that you have been given, but you will not be getting another one. Go and take care of that one. Fix that one up. Ladies, stop discounting yourself. Stop giving yourself away, especially to these dudes that don't deserve you. Now, speaking of don't deserve, I want to say, okay, so it's all over everywhere, baby. Lunel and I'll Be Sure, baby, they have popped out and they have said, I'm her boo and she my boo. Baby, he sure did. I'll Be Sure is taking claim on Lunel and she's taking claim on him. Now, people have a lot of negative stuff to say about them together, but I love it for them. I love it for them. She deserves to be happy because I remember when he was in a coma years ago, she was always talking about how much she cared about him and how much she, visit him and talk to him and just sending him up and just ushering him, just praying for him and everything. And now the fact that they've gotten together, I'm hoping that it's real. I hope that it's not a skit because, again, I like them together. I truly like them together, and I hope that they are happy. Now, I'm going to tell y'all who I don't like together. This is no shade, but I don't like Clarissa and using Papoose. I don't, because listen, when I see him, I get the user vibes. When I tell you she is head over heels, she gone. She is gone over that man, never to return again. She gone. He's not. He's not. You can tell his vibes, his mannerisms. He does not look like a dude that is, not only do I not think he's all in, I think that he is manipulating her. Now, I've had this conversation with people, and they're like, "No, how is he manipulating her? Because she's grown, just like he's grown." Yes, she is grown. However, listen, these users, these manipulators, these master of disguise type dudes, and there are some master disguise type chicks out here as well. So this goes both ways, but we're going to talk about the master of disguise dude that I believe that this Papoose is. I believe that he's a master of disguise, and I believe that he is playing her. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that every time that I've seen this in a dude and I have ignored it, I hope that I am wrong for her sake. I hope I am, because she seems like she's a sweet young lady that have had a rough life, and now she's finally living her best life, winning all these fights, and she got her money up. She's living her best life. And then she gets attached to this. And this is what I'm like, man, he's gonna make a clown out of her. And I don't want to see that. I just hope that it's real for her sake. But just looking at, he just gives me creepy dude, liar, user type vibes. And I'm pretty good nowadays. I'm pretty good on looking at some stuff. And here's the thing: if you look at it and you're able to assess it, and then you still pass go when you already done saw that they on some bull junkie, I don't think that you should be mad at anybody but yourself. Myself, a prime example. I've entered into some situations where I'm like, now I know he ain't at all. I know, I can tell he's a wrapped up pretty package of, I ain't feeling the cuss word for. He's a nice, well presented package of, and I know it. And so here I go. Okay, well, maybe he not. Let me see. Yep. Down the line, I'm like, God dog it. Not mad at him at all. Not mad at all because I saw that you wasn't, and I still decided to move forward, even though I knew you wasn't. So my looking at them and kind of seeing how they move meter to determine if they work or not, I feel like at this point in life, it's pretty accurate. And when I look at him, Papoose, he ain't he don't see he's a well dressed piece of so, and I hope that he does not end up hurting her because I feel like she deserves better than the foolishness that he has going on. So I'm just hoping for her case that that I'm wrong. I don't know him from a can of paint, so I'm hoping that I am wrong. But I am loving on Lunel, and I'll be sure and hoping that Papoose is not playing Clarissa, because when she find out, I hope she beat the entire brakes off him. I just want her to punch him dead in his mouth and just make his head bobble back like that, and just let him fall straight to the floor, just like he was playing in her face with all these people. That's how I hope that she gets him, just make his head bobble to the left, and he'll stop playing with people from that point. Now, listen, speaking of playing with people, what do you all think about this? So, this man is saying he wants to know, will women, he wants to kind of challenge women to appear and go out. If you're going out on your first date, he says that he believes that men should be able to request that women appear on that first date without any makeup. He said, wear no makeup at all. He would like that first date to be without any makeup. Fellas, what do you think about that? Is that something that you would ever ask a woman to show up on a first date without any makeup? Ladies, if a man asked you to show up on a date without any makeup, would you go on that date, or would you cut that short and say, you know what, I am out of there, because this sounds like this is going to be some controlling type dude-ish, and I don't have time for this? Would you go on the date? The man is saying, you know what, I would like for you to show up on this first date. I don't want you to wear any makeup. Would you go on the date, or would you say, you know what, I'm not for this, and you don't have a right to ask me to show up somewhere without any makeup on. I don't feel comfortable with that, and I'm not going to do it. Fellas, is this something that you would ask ladies if you were asked to show up with no makeup on? Would you go on that date? So for me, I would go. If I'm feeling him, I would go. I would show up without makeup, because I mean, 90% of my life I'm walking around without makeup. I just put a little something on, coming here to talk to y'all. Hey y'all. But for the most part, I'm outside. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I don't need to have it all caked up, because if you don't like what you see, I'm not the chick for you. And that's just how I feel about it. I'm like, I don't feel any type of special connection having makeup on. Like, I can take it or I can leave it. Like, it doesn't make a bit of a difference for me as far as put it on or not put it on, because again, I spend 90% of my time without it on anyway, so it wouldn't make a difference. So I can totally show up, but I would want to know, why do you want her to show up on the first date like that? Now, again, it's no pushback, but I would want to know, fellas, what would make a man say that? And as I'm asking the question, I want to know from a man's point of view, because from a woman's point of view, I can kind of understand, because today, we're living in a time where, you know what, some of us, we're overdoing it. But again, some women just absolutely love makeup. They love the way it makes them feel. there's a lot of reasons women wear makeup. So I just feel like I'm on the fence about if I would be okay with men asking women, let that be their choice. Or when they show up on the first date, see how much makeup they have on. If you feel like it's a lot of makeup and you're not really sure what she looks like and you want to make sure, then I would request that. But up front, before you even went out on a date, you may not even want to see her a second time. So why would you ask, why would you ask that? Cedric, you're saying I actually like that idea. Just come and do you. Pretty Tasha, you're saying I would tell him that he is worrying about the wrong thing. So, Pretty Tasha, you don't feel like this is a valid point? Like some men are saying some women are going too far with the makeup and they want to just make sure, that you're somebody that they can look at going forward in real life. Because let's be honest, some of this makeup, baby, okay, I've seen some people without makeup and I'm just like, well, okay. Like, it's a drastic difference. And on the side of the fellas, I believe that, it can be a bit unfair if your makeup is flawlessly done and then you take it all off and you're not the same person that he was attracted to. That can cause some issues in the relationship because again, you had on all that makeup and then you took it off and you looking like him. You take the wig off, the eyelashes off, and you're looking like your dude. That look, ladies, let's just be honest. That can be like nobody a dude don't want to see you sitting up there looking like him. So at least if he knows ahead of time what you look like in the natural, then there won't be any surprises. You won't be getting on your wedding night and then you up in there scrubbing your face off. And that's the first time that he's ever seeing you without any makeup on. Like, you gotta kind of be fair about that. But listen, this makeup issue, the eyelashes, again, ladies, if you don't feel comfortable with honoring that, then let a dude know that. But if look, if like underneath that makeup that you have really bad skin, and again, I'm all for wearing makeup and I'm all for doing what you need to do to beautify yourself. But I don't know, and I don't know at what point would you do this. I guess when you feel like he's a safe space for you, and now when you feel as though you're comfortable, then maybe that might be the time to reveal, how you really look without makeup. But I don't think that it's fair to, go such a long time and make people start falling for you. And then you're not who they are falling for. Because let's be honest, the way we are made up, the way we appear, it makes people fall for you because men are visual. So they're looking at you and they're like, okay, well, I went to sleep with Miss Georgia, but I wake up to Mr. Sims. Like, wait a minute, wait, what happened to her? She's over there in a pile. Listen, she is on my pillow. Miss Georgia has rubbed off on my pillows, and now I'm sitting here with this. So I don't know. Just as a woman, I understand both sides of them. Pretty Tasha, you're saying because makeup don't have nothing to do with a woman having a good heart. It's not about you having a good heart, Pretty Tasha, because that's not what men are initially attracted to. They are attracted to what they see. And then once they get to know you, then they'll discover that you have a beautiful heart. But right off the bat, that's not what they're attracted to. Men are they see your outer, and that's what they're attracted to. Now, the fact when they get to know you and they discover that you have a great heart, then that's a bonus for them. But right off the bat, he ain't looking at they don't care nothing about your heart. Right off the bat, they can't walk past you and see that you have a good heart. They don't see that. Once they get to know you, then they'll be able to determine, oh, you know what, man, she do have a good heart. Sherelle, you're saying maybe he wants to see what she looks like in the morning. Sherelle, have you ever asked a woman to not wear makeup on a date? And I totally understand and can respect that answer, Sherelle, because again, everything is real. Because if she's looking like a model when you all go to bed, but then in the morning, she looking like Wolfman or Teen Wolf. You like, now what the did I know I wasn't drinking last night, and I know this is not who I brought home last night. She up in there, in the kitchen cooking, and you like, all right, you go to kiss her on the neck and everything, and she turn around and you like, wait a minute, wait. Flag on the play. Boom, what happened? And then now you finna ghost her because she wasn't who you thought she was with the makeup. So, ladies, all I'm saying is there's some validity to men's concern about makeup. So I know that it's an enhancement and it should be used as such. Again, I am not saying that, oh, you shouldn't wear makeup. Wear it. I like makeup, wear lipstick. I don't like a whole bunch of it because I don't know how to do it. Maybe if I knew how to do it, I'd be having my face beat like a drum. But I just know how to do the basics. So, that's all you're going to get unless I'm going somewhere, I have a photo shoot, then I have my face beat, baby. But again, it's ladies, it's a fair question, it's a valid question, and fellas, they have a right to be able to request to see you without your makeup, because again, they want to make to me, I'm looking at it as though they want to make an informed decision on who it is that they're really getting involved with. Just like with the weave and the wigs and all of this other stuff. Baby, listen, we take them things off and hang them up like shoes. And, so look, just go get me that one. And to be honest, you want to have that type of relationship where you can go be like, babe, grab my wig. No, the whole wig that you like, that's the one I want. Yeah, could you get that one for me? He's like, here it is. Help you fix, babe, fix my wig at the back. Make sure I ain't going outside looking all crazy and everything. That's the type of relationship, like when you in those type of relationships, y'all locked for life. Like you can be who you are with him because now he knows exactly who you are. And guess what? He's not with you for the makeup or the wig. Now he's gotten to see what type of woman that you are, in addition to how you look when you dress up. So it's different levels to that. Now, Cedric, you're saying, besides, if we vibing right on the date, I'm done. I'm gonna see you in the natural arrest. We wake up. Oh, Cedric. Oh, you say you're gonna see her if the date is going right. Cedric said, I'm gonna see how you looking in the morning anyway. You just that fast, just from that day to you gonna see. Lady Cedric said that he gonna see how you look, so he ain't got to worried about asking you because he gonna see it in the morning anyway. And Pretty Tasha, you're saying because makeup don't have nothing to do with the woman having a good heart. At least I can say I don't wear a lot of makeup. I wear it enough for enhancement. And Cedric is saying, stop it. You say, I mean, after we wake up. Again, I don't have no problem with it either way it go. But if a man requests that, you not wear makeup, ladies, would you actually show up to the date without without makeup on? Or would you say, you know what? I'm not, because again, this sounds controlling, and I don't leave the house without having any makeup on. So why would you ask me to come outside without having any makeup on? So again, I just think that it's a personal preference. It's a personal choice on how comfortable you feel with showing up as your authentic self. And again, I'm not even gonna push back for people that say, you know what, Jay, makeup, me having my makeup on, that is my true and authentic self. I'm not gonna argue or dispute with anybody that feels like makeup is their authentic self. I know that for me, I don't consider makeup my authentic self because I have something on. I have concealer on, I have lip gloss, well, lipstick, and all of this. But I'm okay with going outside. Listen, you catch me in the morning running errands. Listen, have you seen landlord me? Jeez, have you seen me that's scared to go down in the basement? And listen, you all is so it's different levels, but I also have different personalities too. So it just depends on. Today I'm Jay, but when I get down there and I got to get down there in that basement and I'm scared because it's dark and I hate it down there, I don't have time to be putting no lip gloss on. You know why? Because it's spiders or it's like cobwebs, and I be feeling like a cobweb gonna stick to my lip gloss, and I am going to just pass out right there in the basement. Like I just want to be bundled up so tight, so if anything jump down on me, it cannot touch me. It will only touch the coat or the outer clothes. But wearing lip gloss or lipstick in a dark, damp basement is an absolute no. So trust and believe when I go over there, because I got to go and make sure everything is okay with them pipes, because it's supposed to be real cold this weekend, and I don't want to go over there, and I don't want to go down in that basement. But when I go down there, I can promise you, I'm not going to have my hair like this. I'm not going to have this lip gloss on. I'm going to be crying. And, it's just going to be a lot. I probably have a snot nose. My eyes probably be red because I'd be like, Lord, every time I go down here, I come back up with PTSD. Every time I go in this basement, I should be strong enough, but I'm not. Lord, I am not meant for this manual labor. And I just cry before the Lord. I just be like, Lord, I'm not meant for this. Like, I don't feel like I'm meant for hard work. I just cannot. Like, it makes me just pass out. Like, if anybody else can do it for me, I am fine with people doing things for me. Now, my family hate that I'm like this, but I promise you all, I don't mean to be extra, but I am. And I don't try to be, but it's just certain things, I just don't want to do it. And if you do it for me, I am going to be happy. I just do it for me. Like, you can fix, like, it's cold outside. Ladies, let's be honest. It's freezing. I don't want to pump gas. I don't. Like, in the wintertime, listen, this will lead us into our next hot topic. This lady, she posted in the group. She said, you know what? She said, it's hard being single on the weekend. What do you all think about that? It's hard. Do you agree with that statement? It is hard to be single on the weekend. Is that a true statement about it being hard to be single on the weekend? Now, here's for me. It's not hard for me being single at all. Okay. I'm going to tell you, except I said, I started looking back and I said, you know what? I should have just been quiet when this man was trying to talk, and then I would have had him here to still shovel my car out, get gas on my car, and just do just take care of all of that. Take out my trash, just do all of that. And I'm just like, you know what? You just had to be right. You just had to have the last word. And now look, now you have to wait, or you have to hire somebody to come and do those things for you. And that's the part that's being hard. That's the part. But the weekend, baby, them streets. Have you seen them thighs? You see these thighs in the streets on? Nah. I just get needy in the wintertime. The wintertime is where I just be like, I just go and cry before the Lord again. I'm like, Lord, it's me, the one that won't shut up, the one that you have said. Look, how many pastors have to pull me in the office and say, Jay, listen now, okay, we've asked, listen, the brothers are concerned because you slicing them up. We need you to just take it a little bit easy on the brothers, because you can't be. And so I always tell the pastor, I understand exactly what you're saying. You are so right. And then I go and I do it again. And then I end up regretting it in the wintertime. Like this weekend, I'm gonna pull one of y'all moves. How y'all be like, hey, big head, or hey, stranger. I'm gonna be hey, stranger, with some dudes. I'm gonna be like, hey, stranger. And I'm gonna send a nice little cute picture. I'm gonna be like, hey, stranger. I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna try to find a little sexy pose, because I don't feel like I got a sexy pose. But I'm gonna be like, hey, stranger, hey, friend, just so I can get you over here. So if the snow come, you can come and dig my car out and take it and put gas in it, and then just make sure the tires and everything are fine. And then when it get back into the normal range, we can go back into our regular lives. You can go back to doing what you're doing, and I can go back to being out here in these streets. So I just told y'all a little secret about me. So yeah, that's me. So I don't want to. I don't want to have to do that. And ladies, I don't know if you all are like me. I just don't feel like I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing that. So there has to be some type of protocol when you're single, a single woman, and you don't want to do all of this stuff. I mean, I know you can hire somebody to do it, but I just want a dude to do it for me. Okay, so just don't give me no back talk. Just do it, and then everything will be okay. Just let me tell you what I need you to do, and you just do it, and that's it. I'm not gonna pay. You just do it, and that's it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. But I promise you, listen, matter of fact, I'm gonna start messaging some dudes now. Like, hey, stranger. Hey, happy new year, boo. I was like, happy new year, boo. What you doing? How you doing? You know how y'all slide on up in our inboxes, and y'all come texting and calling after years. I'm doing that this weekend. I'm gonna be on some petty stuff, because again, if my car stopped, I need a jump. If I need anything, I don't want to have to worry about. I gotta work fast. I gotta start. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get back in, like real quick. I gotta go back, make this hey stranger conversation go from hey stranger to at least we've been talking again for like 3 to 6 months, so I can get these things done, just so I can make it through the weekend. And then after that, we can go back to our separate ways. So for the lady that said that it's hard being single on the weekend, I have a few suggestions. So first, you have to stop dwelling on the fact that you single and find something to do. Get you some good girlfriends. And if you want to go out, go out. And sometimes feel free to go out by yourself. Like if you want to go try a new restaurant or something, do that. Now I'll tell you the times to do it. Go and do like a nice brunch, sit at the bar or something like that. So if you're not the type of person that feel comfortable sitting at a table, maybe go sit at a bar, and therefore that's where single people are, like, or you're just there by yourself. They're there by themselves. So sit at a bar, and sometimes that take the pressure off of it. But I'll say this: if you're single and you're looking for a relationship or you're looking to meet somebody, you got to go outside. Because they not going to find you sitting in the house. You got to go outside. You got to go mingle. You got to go listen, you got to go where dudes are. If you haven't ever been to a football game, go start going to sporting events. Go to concerts where that dudes are going like stuff that dudes like, not like the new edition. Because that's why baby, I'm coming. I will be there on again. I will be there seeing it. But see, that's not where the single men are going to be. The single men are not going to be at the New Edition concert. So the men that are at the New Edition concert, those are men that are in relationships. Those, so lead them there, even though they will try to talk to you. Because, baby, I'm going to tell you, when I was up at that Jodeci concert, me and them thighs was up there just getting it in, and the dude in front, I'm just like, now I know you got a ring on your finger, and you sitting next to somebody, and you can't quit. If that was me, I'd be like, do you want to go back there with her? Do you want to go back there? Baby, he was all up and through the little aisle or whatever. But I'm just like, don't be that dude. So these dudes that go to those type of concerts, but if you go to a maybe a Jeezy concert or somebody like that, or a Method Man, go to a Method Man concert, that may be some you may be able to find, or a Wu-Tang. Ooh, that would be a nice concert. Go to a Wu-Tang concert, you're gonna find some single dudes there. But these lovey-dovey songs, forever my lady, ooh yeah. You know, I was so mad at KC. Hold on, I'm not gonna let my ADHD slip in. But yeah, ladies, so you got to go to some of those concerts, and then but sporting events, basketball games, football games. Listen, that's where the men are. Go to these bars where they're having wrestling, wrestling nights or whatever they having, get-togethers for games and stuff like that. Ooh, perfect one for you, baby. You right in time. The Super Bowl, baby. The Super Bowl coming up. Go on up in there, find out who finna be playing. Get your little jersey on, and do a little research so it can make it seem like you know what you're talking about the game. Get on up in there, baby, and strike up you as many conversations as you can. Guess what? It takes the pressure off of you, and you got a lot to choose from. Like, you are the buffet, and so many dudes are around, so you have your pick. So it's a lot of things that you can do if you are looking to meet a dude. But if you just stand in the house, you're not gonna meet him. You gonna stay single. You gotta go outside, but you gotta go to the right places when you are looking. Jay, how you know? Okay, you gonna be at the no? Okay, so listen, I will probably be at the Super Bowl. Let me tell you something, because they have good food, good free food. Lord have mercy. They have good free food. They have everything. If you go to the right Super Bowl party, you're gonna have Italian beef, pizza, rib. Well, I don't really do ribs, but they have everything: chicken wings, French fries, just everything that you can imagine. And all you gotta do is just bring yourself. What an amazing celebration. So maybe try that. So there's just a few places. But if it's some more places, fellas, single fellas, where are you all at, so that the ladies can know where to go? And if I've lied about that Super Bowl, or if I've lied about the sporting events, clarify for me, because I don't want to be sending the women off. I want them to be able to go out and say, you know what, listen, it's the weekend. I'm trying to find something to get into. And you don't want to be sitting up at a club or at a bar or something. Those are the same doggone people up in there. The same 5 people in the club. It's the same 5 people, because we're not going to clubs no more where you shouldn't be 30 plus. We done upgraded to the lounges and whatever else they call. They used back in the day. Do they still call them taverns, y'all? I don't know. But whatever it is, it ain't the standard club where they just out there dropping it and stuff, because Your knees don't even be working like that. And don't act like your knees be working like that, because we are past the age of our knees working 24/7. We don't have the Megan knees or the Glorilla knees or the we don't have them knees. Okay. So you got to go somewhere where it's light, it's easy on the knees. Look, knee action here and there, just minimal. So that's why you would not go to a standard club. Now, Sherrill is saying Jamie Foxx had a song called Weekend Lover. That's too close to Weekend Girl by the SOS band. I love that song. I'm a weekend girl. But yeah, you got to get outside and get to it. And Cedric, you're saying at a live jazz lounge. That is a good place. That's definitely a good place, Cedric, at a live jazz lounge. Now, if you're like me, that I'm gonna be honest. Now, that would probably put me to sleep. And here's why. Jazz is very, very, very relaxing. And I'm a talker. So I gotta have some communication. And if there's no communication or light activity, I'm gonna nod. It's nothing. I'm not doing it intentionally, but I know it's gonna happen. It happens at home. If I get too relaxed, it's gonna happen. And I know that jazz would have me, it would just have me in a place of zen. And yeah, the slobber will start to come, and maybe a snore, and don't let it get real good, because then I'm gonna start choking up in it. That mean I done feel all the way asleep. If I get the coughing and choking, that's it. That's it. And my outside time has a time frame. There's a time frame. I typically don't like to be out past, because I know sleep just hits me. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I start getting sleepy about 8 o'clock. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I stay up late because I'm always working. But once I get comfortable, it could happen at any time. It's so many times that I'm so thankful that I did not bust my mouth because my phone had done fell and hit me in the face while I'm sitting up here doing this, and then it just fall, and I'm just like, dang. Like the other day, I kid you not, I woke up. I'm like, oh, why is my jaw? My jaw was hurt, baby. I had a whole mark over my face because I had fell asleep on my phone, and I don't know how long I was asleep. All I know is it took me a few minutes for my jaw to get unnumb. I'm telling you, this jaw was numb, and I'm like, oh, I got a whole bruise, or it was swollen or something. But I'm just like, messing around with me, anything, and I mean anything, could happen. So, ladies, don't be singles, I should say. Don't fear the weekend. You just got to get outside and get to the right places, and you'll be all right. Like single is really, it's really the ish. Cedric, you said it's all about the conversation. This is true, Cedric. It's true. But I'm telling you, it's for me, it's gonna happen. It could happen because the vibe, it's so mellow and it's so relaxing. Again, for me, it puts me in a place of zen. But again, talking to a whole crazy person. So it's just like, you don't expect nothing much from me. But for the same people that have it together, then they're going to be able to enjoy the conversation, and you'll definitely have an amazing time. But don't fear the weekend. Again, I don't have a problem with the weekend. It's this winter-ish, and I'm just, I don't want to be, I don't subscribe to that independent woman, because I'm not independent. I'm very needy. I'm always needy. I always need somebody to do something for me. So I'm always in need of a man doing something. Fix something. Get the bug. Do y'all know how many bugs that I've had to spray with vinegar and water because I did not want to step? Oh my goodness. So I am really needy. Fellas, you are needed. You are needed. You are valued. Please don't let these, please, if y'all don't get nothing else, please do not listen to these. Oh, I can do anything that a man can. I'm glad you can. But fellas, I can't. I can't do what you, because I don't like it. I'm not wired that way. I shouldn't have to step on a centipede. Like I shouldn't have to stay up all night because I done saw it and then done got away by the time I went to go get the vinegar and the water, and then it's gone. So now I can't sleep because I'm thinking it's gonna crawl in the bed, it's gonna get on my lip, and it's gonna have babies, and then I'm gonna have to move. So I'm not. I just want to be humble and just listen to whatever you guys say. I'm just gonna be like, you know what? You right. You are absolutely right. You are right. You're right. You the king. You whatever you want me to say. I'm just gonna be like, you know what? You right. You know everything. Whatever else I have to say to stroke your ego for the winter time. And then the spring and the summertime, we'll have a conversation on all of this stuff because I will be taking note of what was said and how you was acting in the wintertime, because you knew that I needed some assist. You knew that I was in my vulnerable state because I just need certain things in the wintertime. I need things done for me. And now you're going to start taking advantage of that. So we will have a conversation about that in the springtime. And then if you decide that this is not where you want to be, it'll be okay. So, I'll start working on the next fill in for the following season. But I slipped up. I messed up. I messed up last year. I did not have a reserve. And so now look, now I got to worry about if my car, if I'm gonna have to put some gas in there. Decisions, decisions, decisions. But guys, listen, again, it's all in all seriousness. Don't fear being single. You shouldn't fear or dislike or even have a hard time on the weekend or at night. You have to embrace it. Just look at it as a season. And I know some women are at a place, and I don't, this part I'm going to speak very sympathetically about it, because there are some women that are in their late 30s, early 40s, late 40s, and they haven't had any kids. And so I'm always trying to be extra mindful of that, because I cannot imagine desiring to have children. And again, you're getting older, and that window of opportunity, they say your biological clock is ticking, and it's like you're getting older. For some women, that is a real fear. That's a real fear, that they are getting older and they won't be able to be a mother. So I'm always sympathetic with that, because again, once that time frame is over, it's over. And so if that's you, if you're the woman that is, you desire to have kids and you haven't had kids at this point, and you desire that, you should be out aggressively. You should be out aggressively dating. You should not be you should not just be sitting in the house waiting for him to find you. You have to put yourself in position so that you are able, that you are meeting dudes because you want to have a meaningful relationship that will lead to marriage so that you can have kids. And I'm like, if you getting, at a certain point, you may have to pop them bad boys out. Like, you got married, boom, up, she pregnant. Huh? Sure is, baby. Huh? She got pregnant right there on that honeymoon, married the wedding night. She got pregnant, baby. Popping them bad boys out, or popping at least one out, so that you will have the chance to experience being a mother. So again, I'm always kind of extra sympathetic and extra understanding to women that are in that space, because I can't imagine being in that space, desiring to be a mom, and then knowing that my window of time, according to biology, it is, it's zeroing in. This, like, the window is shrinking. Now, some women, if you have it, some people are, having kids. They're putting their freezing their eggs. Some women are freezing their eggs so that they will be able to, have kids when, when they get ready to. But now I'm going to say this. Look, I don't know if I would have wanted to be 40, 50, having a little kid. God bless your ministry with that. God bless your ministry with that. Because having kids, it's a whole different, listen, them little jokers is a whole different vibe. But I can understand from this standpoint of the woman that said, you know what? I don't care how old I am. I'm thankful that my dream and my desire to be a mom has came to reality. I'm thankful. So I don't care. I would get um I would gladly be a mom in my older years, opposed to not being able to be one. So just know that I'm, thinking about that, and just take all that in consideration. But if you are that woman, I will say, you know what? Get out there, get outside, and mingle. Guys, I'm going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. I don't give a fuck tonight. I'm chillin', alright. Yeah, this cup got me alright. Fuck, I love it. Welcome back to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Guys, listen, thank you all so much for joining me, tuning in. Listen, our next, because I keep a next. Our next hot topic. Now, what do you all think? Listen, let me take a sip of this coffee real quick, because I know this is going to be some foolery right here. A man, he's receiving backlash for saying that a woman having more than one baby daddy is a red flag. He says, you've made the same mistake over and over, and you ain't learned your god doggone lesson yet. What do you all think about that particular statement? He says, listen, You out here, you have more than one baby daddy. You ain't learned yet. You ain't learned. Now I'm trying to figure out what you supposed to have learned. Fill me in, okay? But he's saying that she hasn't learned her mistake. She hasn't learned from the mistake that she's made. She keep making the same mistake over and over and over again. Is there any validity to that statement? Fellas, what do you all now listen? I know some of you all may not want to say anything, but what do you all think about that? Ladies, is that an accurate statement? Is that is that a fair statement to say if a woman has more than one baby daddy, that's a red flag, and that's saying that she did not learn and she's keep making the same mistake over and over and over and over again. Now, here's the thing. I know y'all. Woo! Is it a red flag? Possibly. It possibly can be. Jay, don't even stop. It possibly can be a red flag. Yes, because I would think like, okay, after the first kid, and if that's not working out with that dude, the first baby daddy, like, okay, let's figure out what's going on. Like, let's not keep adding to the number of kids and then the number of dudes. Okay, so we can say, okay, I'm gonna say two. I would say two. Two after two would be my say, things that make you go, After two of them, I'll give them two. And then I would start to think and look cross-eyed. I'll even start to think looking cross-eyed for the guys too. I'm like, okay, but I wouldn't just say it's a rare and write them off at that point. Like, I want to know what happened if you are interested in sharing. Because again, at this point, we're in a day and time where people feel like they deserve an answer to your life and where you are at this point. Now, help me if I'm wrong. Help me. I need really, come on. We're going to have a heart to heart tonight. But there's some things that I just don't feel like is your business. Like, why is it your business that if my baby daddy or my baby mama, if things did not work out with us, if I choose to share that with you, then that means that that's something that I want to share with you. But if they are truly the past and there's nothing that is going on with that situation that will come and disturb me and disturb where I am and where we could possibly be going, if you share that information with me, I'm fine. If you don't, I respect your right to your privacy because that was something before me. So again, if the only way, in my opinion, that the baby daddies would be a problem is if there's some beef, there's some going back and forth, or if they're not taking care of the kids. Now, that right there, that's going to affect you. Now, for the women that say, oh, Jay, that ain't going to, those my kids, that ain't going to affect him. Let's be honest. If you all get serious, that's going to affect him. It's going to affect him because those are going to be kids that he's going to have to deal with, and he's going to have to deal with those fathers if those fathers are in the picture. If they're not in the picture, then sir, you got a good, you good. But if the father is not in the picture, again, you're good. But if the father is in the picture, then there is an issue. But again, it is something, your antennas do go up. I'm not going to lie when you hear that there are multiple babies, multiple women, or multiple baby daddies. Your antennas naturally go up because you are like, okay, man, what the heck is, what you been over here doing? And then, oh, God forbid, don't let them be one of these dudes that like, oh, well, I'm going to let her go back to her baby daddy. Why you ain't, so she want me to marry her, but she didn't require him to marry her. Did you marry your baby mamas? That's all I be wanting to know. For the dudes that be sitting up there selling those type of wolf tickets and got all it, I don't date baby mamas. I don't date single mom. Please, as long as you ain't got no kids, I have no problem with you making that statement. But if you are a dude with a slew of kids and you an internet thug, you a typing thug, get off this internet and go take care of your kids, because you sit up here selling wolf tickets for a scenario that you've helped to populate. You have participated in this baby mama's overflow, and you sitting up here trying to act like you ain't slinging that schlong, dropping your little nasty soldiers off, just skeeting everywhere you go. Skeet, 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 skeet. Just leaving these babies all everywhere. Is it a red flag? It can be. It definitely can be. Cedric, you're saying, I can't say nothing about that because I got 3 baby mamas. So, Cedric, do women ever ask you what happened in your situation since you have 3 baby mamas? Do they ever ask you, or do you just volunteer their information, or is that not their business? And Cedric goes on to say, first child, I was 21. Second child, I was 28. Third and fourth was from my marriage at 29 and 34. Hey, Lord, today, Cedric, you're also saying, and I raised my ex's daughter, since she was 6. Now she's 33. See, Cedric, you don't mind being a father. That's every time, ladies, look at what Cedric just said. He raised his ex's daughter since she was 6. These dudes, so please don't be discouraged. There is somebody out here for you that is going to love you and your kids. But again, you can't be out here playing these games and not womaning up and leveling up and taking care of your own responsibility. I'm sure you cannot sit back and wait for a man to come and rescue you from your situation, because those are your decisions that you made. You have to have something going on for yourself. Nobody owes you anything but the dudes that you laid down and had the kids with. And if you say, Jay, they don't none of them do nothing, where you can't get mad at people when they look at you and they like, okay, well, who fault is that? You pick, not only the first dude don't do nothing, the second dude don't do nothing, the third dude don't do nothing, the fourth dude. You are who this particular guy is talking about. You are your situation. You're the dude, you're the mother that he's talking about. But it could be a chick out here, man, she was married. Something happened with him. So she had a kid with her husband. Get out there. She like, all right, man, we ain't together no more. We got married young. We ain't together no more. Get out there, get in a long-term relationship with this dude. Thought that was going to work. She's scared. She don't want to get married, but she had a baby. Boom. That didn't work out after umpteen years. Now you back out there. So, again, under his theory, that's kids by multiple men, by multiple baby daddies. Once you a husband, let me ask this, fellas. Does having a baby by a husband, does that matter when you're considering how many men a woman has kids by? Is that a factor? Or is it the fact that this woman has kids, be it an ex-husband or a baby daddy? The fact is, she has kids by multiple men. What does that weigh any status? I've always wanted to know that. What do you all say about that, fellas? Does it matter? Cedric, you're saying exactly, Luscious. Lord Tanay, you said I was married to my kid's mom and we raised the kids until things went to the left. My kids are grown and we have a great relationship. That's what's up. That's what's up, you guys. And I really appreciate the feedback from the men, because again, you'll have a lot of men get on here and it's just like it's hunting season for baby mamas. It's hunting season for, let me say this, for Black women with kids, Black single mothers with kids. Baby, it's hunting season. They put you on a dartboard, and you are the Black baby mama. Black woman with kids is the bull's eye, baby, and they sitting up there throwing every dart. But I'm here to tell you, do not be discouraged. Do not be discouraged, because there is some man, a good man out there that is going to love you and your kids. Now but listen, you have to be the woman worth loving. Let's be honest, okay? Because we're gonna fix this thing tonight. Let's be honest. A lot of you all are not showing up as the women that these men are looking for. You don't have your kids together. Your kids, they don't go to school. They don't respect you. Ain't no man finna come in that. Ain't no man gonna come in your house trying to play drill sergeant to your kids. They're not. If you have multiple children, I don't think that don't scare the man. The way your kids act is what scares him. The way you act is what scares him. The way your baby daddy act or baby daddies act will scare him. You not having it together is what will scare him off. You not having your ducks in a row. But then you want him to come in and you take all of your stuff and put it on the stuff that he already has. And that's not fair, and it's not realistic. So you gotta be going somewhere. You gotta bring more than problems to a man's life. And I'm not saying because you have kids that they're a problem. There are plenty of women that have kids that are out here doing the doggone thing by herself. So she can bring her 3 kids and her baby daddies, and she would be an asset to this man's life because she's a grinder, she's a go-getter, she's a homemaker, she's a partner, she's a nurturer, she's doing it all. And now he comes along. He's a leader. He's a go-getter. He's a provider. He's the captain. And now he meet his co-captain, and now you all come together. That whole organization is about to flourish. But he can't be a captain and then you a passenger bringing a whole bunch of other passengers. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. And that's a lot of the times what the problem is. It's mixed matched. You a passenger and you trying to connect with the pilot, but it's not flowing because you're not already pulling your weight. He's pulling his weight and he's okay with helping you, but he can't drag your whole weight. He not trying to pull you. He shouldn't have to bring you from being a passenger to a co-pilot. You should already be a co-pilot. You should already be there. And then he's the pilot. And then you guys come together and make that thing work. A lot of times that's not what happens. So I believe that you can have a whole lot going on. You can have multiple kids, multiple baby daddies. And I'm going to be honest, and maybe this is not the right way, but if you have that ish package right, you're going to be all right. But you can't have 5 kids and they all running amok. They cussing everybody out. Who finna deal with that? Who finna deal with that? Ain't nobody trying to deal with that. I'm going to tell you right now, ain't nobody trying to deal with that. Ain't no man trying to deal with that. Listen, some of you all, y'all go both ways. You can't even keep a woman. She ain't even finna deal with that bull junkie. She not finna deal with it. Because she like, you know what? This is some foolishness. This is some foolishness, and I'm not finna deal with it. I'm not finna deal with the foolishness because I'm not. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. She's like, I'm not finna deal with it because the bull junkie is real. She like, I'm not. She a woman. She like, listen, you think I'm gonna be in a relationship with you and you don't take care of your kids? The women, if they in these same sex relationships, they be feeling the same way. They like, no, she need too much. I ain't trying to go. I ain't trying to go over there. So the situation is not. It's not desirable for anybody when you need so much. When your stuff is not together and you need everything, you take yourself out the realm of somebody being able to take you seriously. Again, if you got multiple baby daddies, this guy's saying that it's a red flag. And again, it could be. To me, if it's not packaged right. If you got multiple baby daddies and you need somebody to take care of you and you need somebody to take care of your kids, then yes, to me, that's a red flag. But if you got multiple baby daddies and the men, they taking care of their kids and you taking care of them and they got everything and everything is solid and tight over here, we got this ish together. If a man came in, he ain't got to worry about bumping heads with none of your baby daddies. He ain't got to worry about bumping heads with your kids. And he can come in and it's a peaceful existence between all of you all. Then it's a win. But if he got to come in to some resistance and some foolishness, a lot of men are not going to stay in that. I'm just going to tell you right now, you can have one baby daddy and a man got to come and deal with that foolishness. He's not staying. He's not going to stay because again, it's chaotic. It's chaotic. You want him to come. How do he get comfortable? How does he do that when it's a whole bunch of nonsense that you have going on in your life? So if you want a man to come into your life and you both continue to level up together, you have to be on the level. You have to be leveled up. Like you have to. You can't be looking for somebody to rescue you and then think that it's okay to bring all of this stuff, all the, the kids and the baby daddies and all these different issues. You can't expect that. And just like with a man as well, listen, you can't bring all these kids and these baby mamas and you ain't leveled up. You ain't got your stuff together and you sitting up here, you trying to get with a chick and you got the same thing going on. And some women may say, well, you know what? It's fine because I don't have to see his kids and, they only come. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. See, women that think like that say, oh, well, I don't have to deal with it because his kids can't come up. Wait, what you mean his kids can't come over there? See, some of you women, y'all need to stop that because you all get with these men that have kids and now you don't want them to take care of their kids. You want it to be all about you and your kids. You selfish, trifling. Oh, it was some other words I was gonna say, but we can't say those words. But you can't be like that. How are you fostering separation between a man and his seed, his blood. And fellas, if you all are falling for this and you all are allowing these chicks to be manipulative and you all are allowing these chicks to separate you from your children and keeping you apart, shame on you. If you put up, I ain't even finna get them this weekend because I don't feel like hearing Teresa mouth today. You shouldn't be with Teresa. If Teresa has a problem with your kids, you shouldn't be with Teresa. That's point blank. You should not be with Teresa if if she has a problem with your kids. You shouldn't be with Lester if he has a problem with your kids. You should not be with them. These are people that you should not even be considering having a relationship with, because you're not doing anything but inviting confusion in your homes and in your life. You know they already got a problem with your kids, and now you go and invite them to take a permanent seat at your table. Why on earth would you do something foolish like that? Like I don't understand. It's already not dated. Already not working out in the dating realm. Oh, I don't need nobody to take care of me and take care of my kids. And I'm never finna go in no situation saying no ish like that. If we come together and we're living together and we become one, we're family. Like it ain't no, oh, well, I'm just gonna go shopping for my kids. He gonna go shopping for his kids. If you are that type of woman, stay single. If you that type of man, stay single or just deal with you and yours. Don't go attaching with people that got kids, because it's so unfair when kids are caught up in these bad relationships, these relationships where people should have never, ever, ever gotten together. You all should never have gotten together. But yet here you are. Those situations don't work whatsoever. So definitely find somebody that is in it for you and you in it for them. But this foolishness with these multiple kids again, I don't do the multiple baby daddies. I don't do the multiple baby mamas. It's just a lot. It's a lot. But again, if the situation is right and the kids, like, they're grown and it just depends. So I say this before writing off a situation, especially, listen, let's be honest. If you are in a 30 plus age range, at this point, people done had a kid or two, 5 or 6. It's some ish that done been had up at this point in life. And if you're looking for somebody that has not had those experiences, that's fine. Hold out for that. But for those that do come to the table that have already got a good chunk of life and good chunk of experiences behind them, sometimes those people don't necessarily know how to play well with others because they so used to doing their own thing. But I'm just saying, if you're going to bring those type of situations together, make sure that all your business is tight and everything is in order, down from your finances to your mental health, to your emotional health, to your children's behavior, to your children's mental health, to their emotional health. Make sure that they are open and receptive to somebody else coming into their life, because a lot of times, if the kids are not open and then parents, you adults, y'all just force it, man, that ain't gonna be no good situation. So these situations are very, very delicate, and they have to be walked through and addressed in a delicate manner. Now, guys, listen, tonight, speaking of delicate, we are talking about, you all, these dang on cell phones. Cell phones, are they ruining our relationships? You all, I know some of you all looked at the title and said, I wonder what Jay. I mean, cell phones, are they ruining relationships? I don't see how. Let's get into this. When it comes to cell phones and this cell phone business, how well do you really trust your mate or your spouse? Do you trust your mate or your spouse enough to leave your cell phone down, face up, anywhere in the house, no lock, no nothing, no key codes, no any of that? Phone just free and clear and unlocked? Or are you the person that you have to have your phone attached to you every step of the way? Now, some of you all might say, well, you know what, Jay, I don't know. Like, what do you, I never thought about that. Why is another grown person worried about somebody else's cell phone? We all grown. You all, yes, we are all grown, but let's just be honest. This phone business, some of these people are for the entire, and I do mean the entire circumference of the streets. These folks are for the entire streets when it comes to dealing with these cell phones. It's ridiculous, you all. I have seen it firsthand. There was this dude, and I tell you, we had went out several times talking. When I tell you, I never, ever heard this man's phone ring. Never heard it so much as chime. And he always had his phone face down. Now, I don't know. Do people do? I don't know. Like, I don't have my phone face down. Like, it doesn't matter what is going on. Like, I don't have nothing to hide. So I'm a person, I can leave my phone down and I'm not going to rush to the other room to break my neck because I hear my phone ringing and I don't want him to answer it. Like, I'm not that type of person, because here's the thing. I don't have to do that. I'm single. I can move however I want to. I'm grown enough to tell you that we're not in a relationship if we're just seeing each other. If this is Ken calling me, Ken can call me because I'm single and I don't have to hide ish from you. I don't have to lie to you. Now, if you don't like the fact that Ken is calling me, then you do something about it. Now, here's what I will say. If I'm with you and Ken is calling me, out of respect, I'm not going to answer the phone and have a conversation with Ken. I'll call you back, Ken, because I'm single and I can do that. That's what single people do. But ain't no time do I have to lie and run and sneak and hide my phone being single. Now, if some dudes gonna like, see, you all don't, but here's the thing. You all don't like that. You all don't like that. But you don't want to settle down and make it exclusive, but you also want her phone to be dry, but you out there so you can be single and you can date and you can have Patricia and Teresa and Riri and Renee and all them. You can have all them calling you. You can. But you expect her phone to be dry. Not so. That's not the way it works when you're single and you're dating. It don't work like that. And being single and dating, I don't believe that you need to hide your phone. That's just me. Pretty Tasha, you're saying, Sister J, I need my cell phone for important calls. Cedric, you're saying they're the third wheel in a lot of these modern day relationships. Yes, they are. And they are breaking up a whole lot of people because of the unnecessary foolishness that is going on. Again, this dude, I'm like, when I tell you, never, always kept his phone, kept his phone, kept his phone, kept his phone. And I'm like, okay, well, let me just put my phone down so he can know, okay, it's a safe space. Like I'm not on that. Like I don't have time for these type of games. So I would leave my phone down. He never touched it or anything, but I never saw his. Baby, he would take a shower. Baby, he would go to sleep. Listen, he would listen. At first I used to think that I'm like, did this man swallow his phone? Like, what's going on? Now, in hindsight, I know why now he never left the phone around. I'm like, sir, you don't like you wasted a lot of time and a lot of energy because it wasn't that deep. I'm this type of person. When you are dating or if you're in a relationship, and here's how I am, fellas. Let me know if this is too much because I believe that I'm a straight shooter and I like to have certain conversations just so that I can make sure that we're clear on a few things that are important to me. If we start and we're in a relationship, and I say this, if we're in a relationship and I say, you see how we feeling now, we feel about each other and we liking each other and we're trying to, see what's going to happen. If at any time during this journey, you feel like you want out and you're no longer checking for me and I'm no longer number one and I'm no longer who you trying to do this thing with, please respect me enough to let me know. Don't disrespect me by cheating on me because I don't deserve that. I don't deserve to be cheated on. You can tell me, Jay, this ain't working. Jay gonna pack her ish and Jay gonna let you go ahead on about your life. Jay not gonna stress you out trying to figure out why and this and I respect that. But respect me enough to not have me out here looking stupid. If this is done, say it. When why can't we be grown like that? Because if I feel like I'm over this with you, I'm going to tell you. I'm and then I'm gonna move around. But don't take away my option to be happy and leave this situation in the same place and in the same frame of mind that I came in. I shouldn't have to be emotionally dismantled because you cheated instead of just manning up and saying, especially when I'm bringing it to your attention and I'm letting you know this is a safe space. You're not going to get that drama from me. When you feel like this is done or it's run its course or you no longer checking over here, all you got to do is let a sister know. That's all you have to do. And that'll be it. But you want to waste my time sneaking around, lying and slithering and all of this other stuff for what? I'm like, we could have still remained cool. But since you want to be childish about it, here it is. I'm thinking, shame on me thinking I was dealing with a grown man. And really, I was dealing with a young boy, especially when when I asked you to not disrespect me like that. Just be done with it and we can be cool. But again, now it made sense as far as why he held his phone so near and dear because you was on some bull junkie from the first place. But again, I don't think everybody is on some stuff, but when you talk about these phones, for me, I'm not a fan of people saying that they want less exchange phones. Now that if somebody asks me to exchange phones with them, I'm going to just have to let you go because to me, that's a different level of insecurity that at this point in life, I don't have to deal with that. Like at this point in life, I have no desire and will not deal with that type of nonsense because it's childish. I don't have to change phones with you for anything because here's the thing. One thing I do know is whatever you're hiding, it will be revealed. In due time, all that ish will be revealed. So there's no need to go through phones. There's no need to share phones. Now, I will say, back in the day, see this, and this is the new me. This is the redeemed, and this is the grown me. Because back in the day, let me tell you, on that west side, baby. Listen, I had a whole different song and dance. I had a whole different MO. Baby, listen, you can call me private investigator, Jay. Because I was going through it all. Your mama mail, your grandmama mail, your mail, everything. I was checking your DNA, checking your everything, checking to see if you got Social Security, everything. Nothing was off limits from being investigated. I'm like, all right, let me see if I can pull up his tax. Hey, you can pull up his tax records over here. Let me see if you could, finding out everything. That was the yesterday me. But the today me, the grown me, see, y'all missed that back in the day, that West Side J. Oh, yeah, yes. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. Those from the West Side, y'all already know. They already know. I know they be like, this Mog right here, this one right. I remember when. I'm like, I remember right when, right back at you, Bama. I remember when, but you know what? It ain't nothing but respect. I bet you this name got respect out there on him because listen, I've always been that chick. So I don't have to worry about having a scandalous name. But you know that they knew the cray was a little bit there. The hoe wasn't there, but the cray, hey, we can listen. We doing what? We finna go do what over there? Yeah, let's go. That was yesterday. Good and grown, we don't have time for that. Good and grown, we don't have to go through your phone. I ain't going through a ninja phone. I ain't going through a ninja Facebook, social media. I ain't trying to figure out nothing. Because once it's revealed and it's some bull junkie, I'm gone. I don't argue. I don't raise my voice. I don't go back and forth. I go back to my place where it's peaceful. Okay? Peaceful at my place, my stuff. And guess what? I go into, I got to put myself on timeout so I can, put some castor oil on my heart and just sew it back up and, let it heal. Put a little peroxide on it and let it heal. And then once it heals, then you go back outside. That's it. We ain't gonna be calling, trying to see where they at, see who they with, making Facebook pages and Instagram. Why? I don't care. You ain't gonna never find better than this. I already know this. I know this. But it's good though. It's all good. If it was worth you messing up like that instead of doing what I asked you to do, that's it. But when you go through your cell phones, if something were to happen to you or somebody got a hold of your phone and all the content in your phone was to be leaked, would people be surprised by the issue you got up in there? Do you got them Pornhub videos of Big Booty Judy up in there? All this, would people say, wow, I never expected this from this person? Do you got some stuff up in there? Do y'all be having some stuff up in there that don't have nothing to do with cheating? Y'all just don't want them to see what type of nasty bastards y'all are. Listen, ladies, some of y'all be up in there too. Now, I done seen some of y'all phones with this stuff that y'all be up in there looking at. It's not right now. It's ungodly now. God is looking, ma'am, what you got that horse porn on there for? Now, I don't understand. What is you trying? What is you doing over there? What is you doing over there with that filth? And now you wonder why your kids won't act right. Because you look, you got a slew of toys over there. You done been to the toy store and you done got the toy that stand up. Man, what you finna do with all that? And then you think a man is gonna be able to come behind that? You all better stop with look. Jay, how you know? Because I know where that toy store. All y'all on that west side, y'all already. I ain't trying to send no business down there, but y'all know on Cicero, y'all know. How I know? Cause I done went there for bachelorette parties, and you go buy them nice little stuff. Now, if y'all want the clean, wholesome version of the store to go to, do they still? I think they got. What store is it? Spencer's or I don't know if they still. I don't even know if they still have that store. But nevertheless, if y'all want some wholesome gifts. But if you go into a baby shower or something like that, you have to get the freak stuff. So you got to go in a freak store. And when you go in a freak store, you may as well just go ahead on and take the whole tour while you there. So don't act like y'all ain't never been up in there about the one off of Cicero in the west suburbs. Don't act like y'all ain't never been on up in there. But if you ain't been in there, let me tell you something. It's a sight to see, okay? You be up in there, I be like, well, what is this for? They put that where? Oh, why you didn't tell me before I picked that ish up? They be doing what with this? What you got me up in here? Now I need some hand sanitizer and all this other bull junkie, be up in there like people really using this stuff. Yeah, it's some of these ladies got this stuff up at their house. That's why they not worried about none of you dudes, because listen, I'm just gonna tell you, they not worried about y'all. So some of y'all, look, you think that you hurting her feelings, she really trying to get rid of you because it's some stuff that she trying to get into that you don't have the right equipment, because she done got hooked up with King Kong down here at the dang on the doggone porn store. I'm just saying. But when it comes to these phones, and if you doing something, I'm just under the belief, I have the belief that if you're doing something in your phone that that you shouldn't be doing when you enter, and if for people that would say, well, Jay, it's my phone. What you mean if it's something that I'm doing on my phone that I shouldn't be doing? Well, if the person that you're with thinking that it's just you and them, and then you got a whole nother life going on in this phone, that's the issue that I'm talking about that you shouldn't be doing. Why can't we just be honest? Like, stop putting people will stop looking through your phone, and they won't be going through your stuff and even questioning your phone if you are 100. If you keeping it real, listen, I'm dating. Keep it there. Ain't nobody for to even be going through your phone, because they not expecting to be the only one. Unless you got you a real good crazy one and she trying to eliminate the competition, then she gonna be calling and doing some foolishness. But you know what? You can cut her. Once you find out she doing some dumb stuff like that, then you cut her off. But for the most part, when you good and grown and you moving in these grown man streets and you moving in these grown woman streets, there should be zero reason to be turning phones upside face down. There should be zero reasons why we're taking our phones, why we can't leave our phones around if we not on the up and up. Because here's the thing, if you solid, you moving solid. But if you playing games, a lot of times that is a reflection on how you behave with your phone. So if a person, in my opinion, and a lot of people listen, business owners, and they have like banking information. I'm not necessarily saying that for people having their phones locked, because people have their phones locked for a lot of other reasons outside of maybe cheating or something like that. But phones face down, and you never hear the phone ring, or you can't find the phone, baby, they have the phone, they taking a shower, they taking a nap, they cooking dinner, and they always have their phone. In my opinion, they not being totally truthful and totally honest in the way that they are moving. But again, that's just me. Take it for what you want. But before going and snooping, just have a conversation and just give a person a chance to come clean and see, okay, listen, what's up? Like, is this something that I need to be concerned about? Are you still tapped in? Are we still doing this? If not, let me know and I'll move accordingly. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Listen, please do me a favor. Go to our YouTube channel, like, follow, subscribe to Jaye Spot Radio. Go to TikTok, like and follow us there, the Jaye Spot. Instagram and Facebook, the Jaye Spot. Jay is spelled Jaye. Guys, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
Thank you for hitting the Jaye Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.
Get off of that bull. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much.